Yeah, it's so wrong. Especially if you're using logic like that, like him being a bad son is not. Plus, we also don't know if he's a bad son, right? Like, because think about that woman that you're talking about, Hilda. Like, her daughter's in Australia. You expect her to visit? Like, that's asking a lot, right?
I feel like you're asking me questions about something I don't know any.
You asked me a damn question if you should have.
Strictly speaking, all of the patients.
Yes, it is stealing.
I don't know. Are you happy, Doctor?
I don't like that. Yes, I am happy. Leave me alone. Do not murder me. Whatever you are concerned about my health, leave it
You seem
be.
happy. You have a very positive energy.
Where were you Valentine's night?
Um, Actually, I had a hot date. It
Oh,
wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date,
uh huh.
different to what I'm used to.
Uh, okay. In what way?
His name is Max. He's
Max.
really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
Okay. Okay. This is good. This is good. What is your type?
That's not really important. Ask me something else.
Hmm. Max, you said, right?
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the
Oh.
first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Okay.
Um, Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But
All right.
it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
How was your date different?
It was very traditional, old fashioned, you know?
Right.
Dinner at a nice restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went
Mm-hmm.
for a little walk along the pier, held
That checks out.
hands, had a bit of a kiss.
You dirty
Then he
bitch.
called a cab, and I went home alone.
Ah, okay. Um, if you don't mind me asking, why did you go home alone?
Sorry, no.
Okay, fair. That's none of my business. None of my business. Well, actually, no. I
It was very traditional, old
maybe it is my
fashioned, you
business. I
know?
don't know.
Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier, held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home alone.
He called a cab. Hmm.
I don't really have anything to tell you about that.
Okay.
think it was about 11 when I
Registrar.
left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to. If you think I need an alibi.
You do need an alibi, Ellen. You shouldn't keep the locket. I'm trying my best to do this.
I think we've got a bit off track. Maybe you should check your notes.
Don't fucking tell me to check my notes. Maybe Jaya could check Ellen's alibi with the yeah, she should. Did you date Dr. Decker?
I want to answer all your questions, but I'm not really sure what you're asking me.
That's fine. All right, Claire. You villain. I'm as happy to see you as you are to see me. I can guarantee you that.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
Oh, lovely.
I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
You never told me how they died. You just said it was an accident. How did they die?
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Oh, okay. You were staying at a friend's house? Why?
Do you think I killed my parents?
No, I don't. But your jump to that, I was just going to ask you if you had a nice sleepover. I mean, honestly, my opinion of you is that you're a bit of a bitch, but I don't think that you're a villain. I mean, like, I get the stabbing the husband thing, but I also, like, wrong call, but I understand how you ended up there.
It's okay if you think I killed them.
It is?
You wouldn't be the first to draw that conclusion. People can be so cynical. I'm used to it.
Okay. Carbon monoxide. Did they kill themselves?
I'm not sure. It was a faulty boiler, I think.
Right. Okay. Cool.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
Yeah.
I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
Alright, shall we talk about the lake house then? How about that?
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
A girl?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad.
Okay.
I don't usually talk to children.
Yeah, you hate children. I remember that. You said
Special.
that.
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Yes, you can talk to children, as far as I'm aware. see no reason why you can't talk to the girl.
Good.
Yeah.
It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human.
I'm glad.
So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor.
That's maybe stepping further away. Let's maybe back up a little bit. Let's maybe find out a little bit more.
She lives on the other side of the lake.
Oh, okay.
She must be new. I haven't seen her there before.
Okay. Yes, you can go find her. That's fine with me. Just be careful.
Then I will. I'll look for her next time I'm there.
Yeah, I think that could be nice. That could be nice. Just be careful.
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children. But she seemed different. Special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Okay. Why was she sad?
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
Skins? I thought this guy couldn't do anything.
Animal skins. David hunts, then skins.
Right.
It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
Sure.
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
The spare was missing. Okay, that's strange.
I see what you're trying to do, but I really don't know anything about that. David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
Where was David?
David wasn't there.
Right, sure. Okay, Claire, that was more productive than we were usually. Let's jump up to Valentine's Day.
Could you narrow it down a bit? You're asking me too much in one go.
What? What? What do you mean? Okay. Where are you on Valentine's night?
I'm happy to discuss all of these things, just one at a time.
Why are you not discussing Valentine's night with me? Claire, that's strange. Hello, Bryce.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me.
By all means.
I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
Okay. What makes you think that? What have you done?
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously.
Obviously.
It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move.
Especially
Because I
given your
live on my
job.
own.
Uh-huh.
What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
What would I do if I had an hour to just be me? It's an interesting question. Because I wonder, would you use it practically? Like, an hour to tidy the house? An hour to, like, prepare a meal? Or would you use it, like, selfishly? It's a good question, Bryce. It's a very good question. Ah. I would try to help people. I'm gonna say that. Or at least I'd like to think I would.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work?
Of course.
I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I
Yeah.
took another picture.
Okay. Can I see the picture? I feel like you're gonna say no.
Not something I...
No, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't expect that to go well. What did you take a picture of? So, I think he digs up the bodies.
I took a picture after undressing her.
Oh,
I
God.
put her clothes back on before time resumed. To be honest, there wasn't much to take off and put on. Do you know what kind of girls walk around at midnight, Doctor?
Bryce.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and
You've
only
done
I could
exactly
move,
what I was worried that you
because
would
I live on
do.
my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
Why mention a
That
fairground?
was just an example, Doctor.
Aha.
I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
Sure. Maybe I would steal. Yeah, I think...
Yes, I would steal too.
Uh-huh.
And I have stolen.
You have, huh?
I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more.
Mm-hmm.
I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
Okay. Bigger things. I don't know. It's very fascinating what his problem is, because is he imagining it, and is he doing horrific things to people? Is he digging up the bodies and like enacting this out? Or is it all in his head? And but then, like, where does he get milk?
From stealing milk, I moved on to petrol. From petrol, well,
I would definitely steal
all those
petrol. I would definitely
supermarkets
do
have
that.
all kinds of electricals, so I've stolen quite a lot of that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not proud. I think I've been doing it because I can.
Sure.
To prove to myself, either way, my extra hour is actually real.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to say this. Maybe I'd spy on people.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles.
Jessica.
I've always wondered what she looks like. Naked.
God damn it.
So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
Oh, please tell me you didn't have sex with her. Bryce, what did you do?
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked.
Okay.
When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So
Well,
I
that's
took pictures
admirable,
to
I
remind
guess.
myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Bryce. I like you, pal. I really do. I really genuinely think that, like, that you want to be a good guy. You're just really weird and lonely, and I get it. I get it. Yes, it is wrong.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Decker. He made me this way. It's all his fault.
He made you this way?
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while.
You did say that.
Then Dr. Decker changed.
Okay. How did he change?
There's one too many questions here.
Interesting.
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Decker changed.
Okay. Okay.
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice, he was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore.
Right.
But when he did give you advice,
What kind of advice did he give you?
he told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it. He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it. I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway.
Right.
They had a display with the theme Love Conquers All.
That's nice.
I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done. I don't really...
Okay. Okay. God damn it.
Dr. Decker felt that Hannah was
Right.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be. Shh.
I hate that. I hated that. I hated that. Yeah, I already caught her on this. That's the main reason I think she's a murderer.
I don't drink, only sometimes, like a social drinker. Like a social smoker. They don't smoke either. We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other.